Hearing anything.
Now. So, now, what did you say, Sabine?
I was trying to be tech lead here.
Oh, you can
Never
be
mind.
a tech lead. Yeah. Okay, be a tech lead. So, okay, I should now let's start. Sabine, send the tech lead. You start with the introduction of yourself, who you are, where you are, and why are you here? Those interesting questions.
Okay, so how do I know I'm weird? I just start with that. I felt like that all my life, but I was actually diagnosed with ADHD just in my 50s, and it was a relief. Like, that's why I'm so creating, and my brain cannot turn off. There's a lot of misunderstanding around ADHD, like we can't focus. I'm the opposite. I'm hyper focused and forget everything that I'm not focusing on. So I have to set alarms, and I like to be early. This morning I was an hour early for this meeting. So that's kind of me in a nutshell. Very creative, almost to detriment to myself. And that's how I don't really function well in corporate America, even though I spent many, many years there. And last summer, I got laid off after 3 months of sick leave, and the sick leave was psychosomatic. It was like both body and soul. And I'm on a, what do I say? I'm a recovering overachiever. That's what I want to call myself.
Yeah.
And I'm on a spiritual journey for sure. I am also trying to silence myself every day so I can hear the universe, because there's so much noise going on. So those are the things. And how did I end up here? Well, it popped up in my feed on LinkedIn. And I think it is attributed to AI, because I've been working with AI for a very long time before it was fashionable. And so it popped up in my feed, and that's how I got on. So I would say I blame the universe for putting me here.
Thank you, universe. Universe knows what it's doing. So it's great to have you here, Sabina. And there is I have added some to this training, and there is one we call USEO, and that's how we use the keywords in our search optimization with the universe. And that's an interesting thing that we included here. So that's good. And also I will say, respond to you, what we are doing here with the Weird Ones is the natural way of combined the spirituality and the deep focus on details and material stuff. For us, that's normal, and that will be through everything. It's not, we don't divide it, so we are using it all the time. So thank you for that introduction. Who do we have next, Isa? Welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Isa is short for Isabella, so you can call me either one. And yeah, I'm another artist. A little bit about myself is I have a degree in fine arts, but I got pulled into corporate America like everybody else. And of course, that doesn't work for me. I mean, they call me in there and they offer the money. So for years and years, I worked in different environments, but of course I don't fit in. So now I'm at a point where I've come full circle. I can do whatever I want. I'm trying to decide what it is. I don't want to work for anybody. I have to work for myself because of my personality. And my energy is better fit to being able to control what I do on my own. And so one of the things that I was curious about in joining everybody here was, what is my next step? Because I could do so many different things. I mean, I'm involved in, I love AI. Even though I'm a fine artist, it doesn't bother me. I think it's great because I've always liked digital art. Or I could just go into fine art, just paint every day, just do that. Whether I sell it or not, I don't want it to be a job.
No.
Or I could just be a consultant because I'm a designer. I've got so much experience doing that. So I'm trying to decide, what do I do? What do I do? And I'm hoping this is going to help me kind of focus, because I am one of those people who can't focus. I'm pulled in so many different directions, and I just, I don't want to say I go with the wind, but I'm just very easygoing and just go, okay, if somebody offers me money, I'm like, okay, go this way, go that way, whatever happens, happens.
Yes.
So I'm hoping this is going to help me focus a little bit more and kind of decide what I need to do for myself, because I'm at that point, like I said, I'm full circle, and maybe I'll go back to school and get my master's in art. I don't know yet. I'm trying to figure all that out. I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, and
See
it's
what is best.
perfect. You are in the right place, and everyone.
Yeah, I feel
because-
like it. Mhm.
Oh, sorry, did I interrupt you?
No, no, no. I'm agreeing. I'm
Okay.
agreeing.
So no, we are here, and this is the pre-step to. So I beg you to have patience, because
Oh,
what we are
yes.
doing here now, and it's for 3 weeks, it's to build a foundation. Because
Mhm.
most of the time, and I think I even have this in my PowerPoints later, the reason why we fail or why we are not where we want to be is because we are rushing too fast and we jump the step of the foundation. And
Mhm.
so what you are going to get during this course, and I shared it for 4 years ago, but this is a transformational process. It's including in my, you have been, Ambrit at least, in my self-coaching program. And most of this, I have hiding it because most students are not even aware of this process. But if you learn how to use that process, and if we take the time together to seal the leak, as I call in your surfboard, and that's the hard shitty work. And even if you have done spiritual work, you think you have everything in place, there is another level. So my goal with this, and why I want to do this with the Weird Ones, is we need to seal the leak in your surfboard. Because as long
Okay.
as we have I mean, it's including in myself, and that's why I say I can be confident to be a student as well. Because if we do that, and if we're following this process, now I get goosebumps, there is no stop of what we can do. And then, of course, what I really want in the long run, and I have some ideas how we can do it easier, and then the process Ambrit have gone through, and Robin, it's if we create a life spider for each the Weird Ones, because that's how to define your 6 different directions. And that's the we think we are working with one purpose, but we have 6 of them. But that's the next step. But that would be the ultimate goal, and I will give you more information about that. But this is the hard, shitty work that's so boring to do, but it can be really fun if we do it together. And we can find joy in to find those leaks. And when you know that you can sit on your surfboard and you know you are not drowning, then you can start to relax, and then you can start to connect with the universe, and you can feel what's the right way. And that's even before you spiders and all the stuff. So even whatever you choose to do after this energy surfing, you have a new direction. That's a
Okay.
I think it should be if you have the ambition, it should be impossible to not move forward after this energy surfing course as a Weird One.
Okay. I like that. All
Yeah,
right.
I do
Thank
too.
you.
And you can you hear there is fire? Okay, so let's move on.
Thank
Good.
you.
When you open up, and this is also how it will go. I'm following your process and what's happening, and Amrit know me very, very well. And from the audio event, you know that too. So there is no, even if I have a beautiful PowerPoint presentation, a really short one, don't be worried. But even if we move another way, we pick what's in front of us, because that's where we build the results. We are following the chaos theoretical principles. So
Sounds good.
yeah, and you are allowed to interrupt me. Robin is really good. She knows how she can do that with me if I'm talking too much, and you move on. I mean, sometimes I need a kick in the butt too. So
Thank you.
yeah, cool. So Ambrit, what will you say about yourself and why you are here or whatever?
Yeah, I started my coach training with Birgitta 7 years ago, I think it is, 2017. So I'm a life spider coach. Yeah, she turned my life upside down in a good way. Yeah, it's a really good training. So if she ever starts it again, I can really recommend it. And I missed I miss this world. I'm combining the Muggle world as executive leadership coach with a company in the US. I live in Sweden. And I'm also a psychic working with the Akashic Records, and I'm a shamanic room coach. So, and I usually say that I'm unemployable because I really want, I want it my way. I love to work, but I don't want to work for anyone else.
No.
So I've been self-employed since I was 25.
Yeah.
And if you're wondering how much, I'm now 66, so it's a lot of years.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm enjoying. I'm really enjoying being here, and
Yeah.
excited about what's going to happen.
Yeah, and I'm excited
Lovely
to
to
have you
meet you.
here. Have you here too. Yeah, just so you know, I for a while, for a few years, I had to take a break from Sweden. I was so tangled in the web. I had made so much training, and everything didn't go in my direction. So I had to make a decision to kind of let go of Sweden for a while and to restart again. I think, and we are in the restart, and that's why it's so wonderful to reconnect with Ambrit again. And this is also something that's happened with the Weird Ones. There is always a frequency that we communicate. So even if we physically are away from each other, we are still connected. And that's why we need 30 seconds and then we are exactly where we are supposed to be. And we have been out there and gotten gathering information of certain things, and that I think that's really exciting what you are doing right now, Ambrit. And then we put it together, and then we can move on and move forward together again. So that's a wonderful. This is how it will work for the rest of your life with the Weird Ones. So I'm happy to have you here, Ambrit. Okay, let's move on. John, welcome. Nice to have you here.
Well, this is great. John Armstrong, I'm in Minneapolis, Minnesota, USA. And how I got here is I was putting together some handouts, some supplemental handouts for a program I'm working on for executives. And I was looking for some ways to describe energy. I come from a dance background, psychology background. And I was just trying to figure out, because I'm not going to go forward without including energy. I know it gets really woo-woo for so many people, so I wanted other references. I was just searching the web to kind of build my case. There's others out there, and this just came out of the blue. But what came out of me is my background in dance, and specifically improv dance. And then I just felt, oh, I'm back with my people again. And I think for me, this is a chapter where I feel the improv dance is no longer in a dance studio. It's all day long. It's the stage is planet Earth. And I'm just really excited to feel the inspiration in me and the confidence in me that I would have in the studio that's now in my professional. It's all kind of synthesizing inside. And then when I also saw, this kind of fits into why I'm here, when I saw that Annette Klendel is connected to you. Annette is one of my mentor coaches. I just got certified as a ICF coach. So I'm really excited about bringing this life force energy into the whole person model that I like to propose. So I'm excited just to be with you folks and kind of listen to what I'm called to learn here. So I'm in.
It's a wonderful introduction, and let's say the universe pulled the threads to put the right people together and put us together. So welcome to the Weird Ones and the web of weird. You will for always get stuck here. So welcome. It's so wonderful. It makes me happy. Okay, so let's move on here to Hanna Medinska. Is that right?
Yes, almost.
Oh, okay, Hanna. So move on.
Thank you. Hey guys, I come from Poland, and it's almost 8 p.m. here. I came to you guys, I guess by chance, almost like Isa and Sabina. A friend of mine was joining your audio events, and I saw potential in these audio events because I'm also a weird one myself. In my early 40s, and I got diagnosed with ASD just after my 38th birthday, and with ADHD mixed type after my 49th birthday.
Mhm.
So it was the first time I began to feel like in my own place, because I've always felt that I don't fit in anymore. So by joining you guys, I started feeling that I belong, and energetically even.
Mm.
And about energy surfing itself, I have a feeling that I'm trying to do too much, trying to put my energy in too many things, too many topics. And evidently my surfboard is leaking, and very much, because I tend to have somatic problems, just like sitting inside. And it's troublesome to work for my company because I'm in the corporate world as well. But in Poland, the corporate is a bit different. It's not as aggressive as in the USA.
Yeah. Wonderful
Thank
to
you,
have you
guys.
here, and inspiring and vibrating to
Thank
hear
you.
that, okay, I have some leaks, and just, there is leaking, or let's just remove the leaks and find your energies, and that you feel the belonging, and just to have that feeling. And after this energy surfing, we will feel even more belonging, because this will resonate with the weird ones. So, and this is something I think the most of the teaching I have, you will recognize yourself, because there is nothing I actually have come up with like that. It's a deep observation of how things work, and how human behavior works, and how that is connection to everything else in the nature. To me, everything is the same. It's made of materia. It's just the density of it. And when we start, and the course I have been provided with is to conceptualize and describe it with words, and so it's teachable to others, so you can receive an understanding. And even now you here, if outside traditional psychology, we are moving one step further. So where we are going with our psyche is the next step in Maslow's hierarchy of needs, because the self actualization is not enough for the weird ones. And here you will have a space that you recognize yourself. And then when we have expert in psychology and coaching and other stuff, we can start to relate those two, and we can communicate with the language. So our new ideas will be heard from the rest of the world. So it's just wonderful. I can continue, but Wolfen, thank you, Hannah, and our little wolf today. How are we today, Wolf is I? You maybe should unmute yourself. Is that possible? Is it just me? I can't hear you. No?
Oh my God.
There we go. Yes. You see, yeah, we have to be comfortable with the technical stuff. Okay, so now.
It's weird. No.
Yes.
But of course, I'm going to come in with some energy. Oh,
Yeah.
my name is Michael E. Wolf. I'm a game show creator. And why I came in here is kind of weird. I love the energy of the universe. I'm looking at your hair, and I wanted to say each one of us, even the bald ones out there in the universe, it's like our hair is a connection beyond this planetary dimension we even recognize. So I wanted to see how many weird ones like me are out there.
Yes.
So I joined this course because I actually, in one of my novels, I wrote something persistent to this. It was where these dimensional beings meet one of the characters in the book, and they tell them, well, come with us. And they jump on a asteroid as a surfboard and surf it to a grand gathering of everybody in the galaxy and different dimensions that just merge and share consciousness. May it be good or bad, they try to balance the universe. And this character in my book, and I was like, oh my God, that's kind of weird that she's holding a weird surfing energy today. And I was like, man, I've got to get in on this, because look, God and the universe will tell you to look.
Yes.
And from me just creating a game show that I wanted to connect with people, and that is another reason why. Like I said, each hair on our head, each hair on our body is resonating a different tune, a different vibe. That's a symphony heard throughout the universe that connects with one another. So I enjoy the wave, ride it, baby. Don't be scared to surf. Don't scare. If the water crashes around you, you're not going to drown. And that was one of the things that was in the book. Breathe, let go, relax, ride the wave, baby.
Yeah, ride the wave. And I would say it's so typical, the weird, okay, we are not satisfied with the wave we have on the planet. Let's get out in the universe and take the energy surfing one. And I think
Okay.
Robin is with us on this. Take a little spaceship and convert it to a surfboard. So
Okay, when you're trying to astral project, don't try to project, accept.
no. Okay. Yeah. It's
Accept
good.
where you're at. Look around. You know, if you're trying to channel your energy to meet grandma and grandpa there, you know, maybe they busy. They got a life for afterlife too. So let them go. But the universe will take you where you need to go and need to know. And that's why we're here. We're riding that energy, and it brought all of us here. Look at all these pretty smiley faces. That's like sunshine beams and rainbows. That's what we all need to get to connect with. Just love, life, and light, baby. Just, woohoo!
Yeah, woohoo! So now we put this wolf on mute. It is a wonderful. It's wonderful to have you here, Mr. Wolf, and it's absolutely an energy amplifier. Yes, so that's perfect. Okay, so Robin, everybody knows you maybe, but we love to hear your story, really.
Yeah, which version shall I give today? I am just Robin, a perfectly flawed weirdling with a mission to impact humanity. How am I going to do that? I don't know. I keep changing. I've kind of dabbled in coaching and other things. Similar story with many of you, kind of getting lost in the corporate world. I find myself realizing that I dedicate most of my energies and my time to others and not to self. And so I think I need this because I need to realign and recharge and get selfish. My goal right now is to sell my house and get a small plot of land and start homesteading. So that's sort of, I'm kind of going backwards, I guess, but that's what feels right for myself and my partner. And yeah, I think that's about all I have right now, but I'm really glad to be here. I always love Brigida's trainings, and I always get so much out of them, and often unexpected things. So yeah, that's why I'm here. Thank you.
It's so wonderful to have you here, Robin. And what you're saying, and this is, be selfish, because surfing is about to keep your board for yourself. And I promise you, I have been an expert in my life to have invite everybody on my surfboard, which have kept me in the lower water or even on the beach. And I have been longing I see those big waves, and I know I can ride them because I have done so much training, but I have wanted to be so nice to people, and people love to surf and they don't know how to do it themselves, blah, 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 blah. So for me, it's now I have my surfboard for myself, but I love to surf together with others. So that, and we are here because it's it's not when you have, even if you don't have your leak in your board, but you put other people on it, and those who even are scared for surfing and get mad if they get wet and they are not even appreciated to be on your board. There is so much crap in that. So I think that's a wonderful way. So keep that strong to be selfish, Robin, because surfing is about to be selfish. It's your experience for 100%. No one is there with you out in the big waves. It's you and the surfboard and your experience with the universe, with the nature, with the everything. That's the only thing. And no one else can ever understand your experience, even if you can share your energies. So that's the beauty of to really get into the feeling how it is to live for 100%. And that's why we are here. And I will go through it. What do we mean with energy surfing? So we are soon there, but we have a few more people here that we want to hear a little presentation. And yeah, it's interesting. So let's go on. Javier, is that Javier Mohammed or what is it? Welcome, and please take the mic.
My name my name is Javed.
Javed.
Really happy to be here. Yes, coming to the AI team or community, as you are able to see the background, I really love these people. They always challenge me to these new invites, and I have been receiving free credits from them to try the new AI softwares always. And I am little lagging behind. I don't know how to improvise myself. I'm just trying to find some people, team up with them, and try to learn new things. Just focusing on some things, and I'm able to see I'm getting new people. Some people are asking me like they have plans to collaborate in some new new beginnings or new ventures which I'm planning. So really nice. I feel I'm making little progress. I'm seeing people visit websites which we are designing, and it's really nice to see people come from different parts of the country, come to a common platform, and they discuss things through AI or the images. So it is much easier for me to understand what or where we are going. So it's really nice for me to always come and joining the weird group. Why? Because most of the discussions will definitely be focused on the things where people are facing the problems.
Yes.
So really, once you understand that there is a problem, it will be easier for me to understand the problem and find a better solution, or at least try to console them, or at least try to uh, tell them that there is someone who is there for the concern. So Birjita, she always does that for each and everyone. Would like to thank her, and I would like to compliment her as well. And I'm really happy to have such a nice person. Thank you so much.
That's so weird. Yes, we are finding the problem and we are digging for problems. We are looking for them. We are stumble over them. And when we don't face any problem, we get bored because we are here, as you said, to find solutions. And we are totally useless if we don't have a problem in front of us. So that's kind of a weird thing. And even if we don't really realize it, we love problems. And if we don't have our own problems to solve, we make sure we can help solve other people's problems. So I think that's perfect. I love that perspective of it. So thank you for being here and for your nice words. And now we have to meet Peter. And it feels like we are meeting in live. So when we see faces. So, okay, Peter, nice to have you here. So who are you, where are you, and why are you here?
First of all, thank you. So finally, I see all of you right now in live. This is very, very great. I made actually a song about the energy surfing and ride wave just right now.
Okay.
30 seconds one. I hope you can hear it more. Does it work, the sound?
We can't really hear. Do you, Peter, is it possible that you can I'm going to create a circle in the Web of Weird where we can upload stuff that you maybe can take the file and upload, and we can listen to it afterwards. Is that okay?
Yes, yes, yes.
I will
So-
remind you. I will remind you because we love to hear it. And I mean, we.
Then I will read just the lyrics.
Yeah.
We are gonna ride the waves into the rise, serve the energy, join in the Rhine pulsing, come on and glide, light spiders waving through the cosmic beat, weather's in harmony, watch the world retreat.
That we will like to have the beat to that. I love. That's perfect. And
Yes.
that's great.
So this
So-
is just the introduction of about me. And regarding why I came here, I always love these energy feelings since age of 9. Around that age, I had some kind of feeling energies between my 2 hands, and I can always make the energy stuff going on. And since that age, at age 9, I see auras.
Oh.
And when I can do it live here also as well, concentrating on anyone here, and I can see the chakras, and I can see the top crown behind every people, and that's a little wild, but for me it's total natural. And I was in a retreat and wrote with big capital letters in Hungary, and I never wrote big capital letters in my life, and I was just in a trance and wrote pretty deep stuff. So I am going to try. I am in translation mode to translate it back to English because it has a deep feelings, and I will upload it to the site. So regarding the energy surfing, I wanted to be back myself again. That's why I just need it.
Yeah, no.
So-
And there is so typical weird. I see aura and I am a programmer, and that's totally normal. Isn't
Yeah.
that we love it. And that,
with HDHD, and my son was born, and my son and daughter was born with speech problems. They started to speak at age 4, so
Yeah.
pretty normal in the family when you get a wild one. So
it's wonderful. And I think that we will learn so much of each other, and I can feel now we're going to change the way we approach life. And that's also one meaning of it, because you're going to get more of this life management skills that I last 4 years ago, I felt that was a boring title of it. And now I'm proud of it, because this is the life management for the weird ones. And it's wild. So, Wendy, and now I'm happy everyone who is here are on the video. This is how we like it to be, everyone on stage. So Wendy, nice to have you here. So, no, there we go. Don't stay now and do your, who are you? Why, what are you doing here? Why are you here?
Well, I'm weird.
Yeah. That's
No, I'm completing a spiritual journey, and I'm here because I love you, and I love JR, and I love all of the people that I'm connecting with on so many different levels.
Yeah.
And so it's just making me be a better person. And as we know, our journeys can be difficult sometimes.
Yes.
So it's like, it's nice to be around like-minded people that you can reach out and say, I'm having a bad fucking day today, but I'm going to be okay. Could you pick up the phone? Right, JR? We've done that. And I think it's really important to be with people you can feel safe with.
Yes.
And that's what you've created. So I'm here so I can grow, and I can share, and I can learn, and I can teach, and I can be as beautiful as everyone I'm looking at.
Oh, that was nice. That was so sweet of you. And I totally agree. And what you said, we have bad days. And before I would say the 2 last days, I told for some of you, I have been out surfing. And the first day, that was one of the worst surfing days I have had for a very long time. And I was so eager to get out surfing that I jumped, and the paddling out, because to get to surf, you need to paddling out, and the paddling, there was a long paddling. So when I get to the destination, I thought I had seen the perfect big wave out there. And I didn't really do my homework and really check all the points with the wind and the current and everything that you need to be in control of when you're doing surfing. But I jumped in the water because I just need to go and surf, because I've been sitting on the beach for such a long time now, according to me. And I did a paddling, and when I got to the destination, I just felt something is wrong. How in the fucking hell could I do this to me? How could I be so stupid that I put myself into this wave? And I mean, this is dangerous. This wave can actually kill me. And the worst of all, when I realized, okay, I should probably just turn around and leave this wave, because this is not good. And then I realized I had forgot that I had a new surfboard. So trying to catch this wave with my new surfboard was what you say, predictable for a disaster. So I tried to do a little surf with that, and then I just gave up, and I just dive in the shit, and I got bruises all over the body. I got water in my nose, and then I already was exhausted, but I had to paddle back into the shore, and I was completely exhausted, and I was disappointed, and I don't know what am I going to do now. And I so much wanted to surf, and I couldn't do it. You know, this feeling you are really, and I promise you will get the details, what I'm talking about later when it makes sense. But right now, let's stay with the surfing, because it's a real story. So then I decide, and I think the most embarrassing thing was, and that will be a teaching for you, that I didn't realize I had a new surfboard that wasn't made to surf that kind of waves, a completely different waves. So when I realized that on the beach, and it was kind of, do I have to quit surfing for the rest of my life? You know, what am I going to do now? And when we get this uncomfortable feeling, at least me, I want to get rid of that. I want to feel good again. So then I made a decision. Okay, I will try tomorrow again, but I will try another ocean. I will try another surf spot. And so that's what I did. And that was yesterday. I tried a new surf spot, and I was aware of my surfboard, and I was checking out the waves, and I went there. The paddling was much shorter, so I had energy when I came to the destination, and it felt more good, and I had my surf, and I was happy. And you know, when you are gliding on the wave, the dopamine and everything felt really, really well. So I had my good surf, and I know what waves I am about to catch. And today I am happy we are going to spend some time on the beach. And I will get back to you for this story. And now I will give you a short presentation, and I will try to use my little PowerPoint and see if that can help me to be structured. And then we will get back to have some more conversation about this. And for you now is to lean back and just follow. Let's see now. Here is share screen. This is the most critical moment for me. Share. Let's see. Do you see something? Yeah. So, do you see your 3 weeks in life energy surf school? Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. So.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Oh, yeah. We can still talk. I mean, it's not that. But I just want to give you the basics. So the basic of what we are going to do, and what do we mean with energy surfing. And this is what you are going to do during those 3 weeks. And we are going to meet here 3 or maybe even 4 times, but in between, we're going to have this circle and we're going to have more conversation. You will get more work to do in between the sessions, so you can be prepared. But as always, it's up to you, and you are only allowed to do what feels good for you. So there is no must. If you want to sit on the beach, you sit on the beach. If you are not ready to get out surfing and do certain things, you don't. But you will receive those management skills that you need to remove yourself from uncomfortable situation. It also the structure of what you are going to learn, this transformational process, is also an dopamine generator. So if you know how to do that, and you can put yourself in a good mood when you need, before you make a decision, to be control over the biochemical reactions in your brain. So this will help you with that as well. So you can see how everything is going together, from the higher spiritual things to the physical mind, the body, and everything else. So because what we want you
You're muted, Brigitte.
so now I wasn't on mute the whole entire time. No.
No, just the last couple
Yes,
seconds.
yes, okay. So now I know. There's so much stuff, up in the menu. So we have the little mic up there. I will push the play button, play the slideshow. Here we go. This is the performance for me, is to doing this thing. So what do you see right now? Oh no, I said no. I know what to get. Okay, so now we are going to start, and what I want you to do is to pick a beach. What you see right now, this is one of my favorite beach when I was lived in Hawaii for a few months, when I was traveling as a digital nomad, and I got stuck in Hawaii. So this was one of my favorite beach. But now I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to pick your beach. Just pick the first beach that comes to you, and throw out the shoes if you still have the shoes on, and put your feet in the sand and feel the little bit of cold sand on your feet, on the soles. Take a deep breath and breathe out, and start to feel how the wind, you can feel it on the skin. It's still hot, but you still can feel it's a little bit cold in the air. The ocean is calm. There is almost quiet, except those little tiny noise from the waves on the beach. And you just decide to let go of everything that's outside your own energy field right now. Forget everything that we talked about for just a few minutes ago. Leave the spouse, the dogs, the work, the thoughts, the projects outside your space. Feel like this beach and you, it's kind of this is your energy space. Here is the place where you get back to, like now, just to maybe you even sit down and make you comfortable, and you feel how you can relax. You can relax, and you kept your breathe, and your heart rate slow down. And you just enjoy to be here on the beach. You can also feel a little bit excitement of what's going to happen. You feel also some satisfaction that you found your way to the beach. So you are just here with an open mind, and you know that the universe or the ocean, the nature, the air will give you exactly what it is that you need. What you want right now doesn't matter. Has nothing to do with anything. It is what you need to move forward and become this energy surfer that you maybe dream about to be. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes. And I welcome you to the crowd of the energy surfer. So, this is your place. When you have had rough days in the water, you have been out surfing, maybe have paddling, you are super tired. And as a surfer, you need to take a downtime. You need to relax in between. You cannot paddle out again, even if you see the most giant, nice wave out there and you dream, oh, I wish I were that. You cannot. Your body that's weaker than your mind needs to have a break. So sitting on the beach, doing nothing, that's okay. That's the most active work you can do to be productive and to be a good energy surfer. That's learn how to sit on the beach and enjoy and feel and know that that's the most important preparation you can do. And before and also when you sit on the beach, it's not that you have to do nothing because you have your board by your side. And your surfing board, that's where you have the leaks. You can always just cuddle the board. You can check for new leaks. You can repair it. You can detail it. You can just connect with your board, make it perfect, make it prepared. So it all those leaks, because trying to get out and surf in a board that's full of water, that's almost impossible. That will be a really, really, really hard surf. But this is, you want to get out and have this perfect wave. So now I want you, if you have something to make a note on, if you can write down, what do you think this guy on this big wave you see on the image right now, what do you think how does he feel? What kind of feeling does he have? What is his thoughts? What is going on in this human being on the surfboard in that specific moment? So if you can write it down, just so we can come back to it later, maybe. Just what do you think is the three most important feelings or the strongest feeling this guy has? That's good. And then when you have done that, we can leave that. So let's go and see, okay, so what is energy surfing and how does it work? So I would say that energy surfing is everything we do that comes from passion. Every action, every thoughts, everything that we do, that how we feel, but it comes from a good feeling. That's what we call it's energy surfing, because then we are surfing, we are acting, we are using the energy to move forward. And it's also when we know how to do this energy surfing is that we find the passion. We can spot the best waves and we surf on those waves of happiness, activities, or whatever it is, just as long as the wave is there, because all waves for a surfer, it breaks. And that's exactly the same for the energy surfing and for people in life. What we are doing right now, how good it is, it will never last forever. Everything has an ending. How good you feel, and you maybe think, I want to keep this for the rest of my life. No, you don't, because every wave breaks. And when a wave breaks, it's time to go to the beach. It's time to have used this, maybe I should do this, enjoy this downtime on the beach. Repair your surfboard, chatting with the crowd, do nothing, lay down in the sand, just be satisfied with what you have done, and make you ready and prepare for the next wave. So this is how we are going to approach life. And when we learn how to energy surf, this is the process we can do, and we can always feel content, no matter if we are out on the big waves. And I think this is a problem for the weird ones. We think we want to be on the big waves all the time, because we think the beach is boring if we don't do anything. We don't count it as valuable as everything else. It's the big waves that's important, but we have to see everything goes together. So if you don't plan the downtime, well, I think as a weird ones, we have really problems. And if you have your life spider, you know, when we are talking about the downtime, and this is to spend sometimes in our support legs, that the basic, we need to take care of the basic in life. We need to have the food, the shelter. So we need to have a surfboard we can sit on that really can carry us. And to keep that, we can do the big maintenance on the surfboard once, those big leaks that they just fill the surfboard immediately. And then after, when we have done it once, and that's what we are going to do here, we're going to do this first really clean sweep and put, what you say, tape the crack. I need to find the English word for it. You know what I mean? Seal the leaks, the big ones. So after this, you can just have the maintenance. So you know you can, even if there is a little tiny leak, you can still go out and surfing. So with that, if you start to see that the downtime is as important as the surfing, your life will shift just with that little thing. And the first thing we also need to think before we can start to surf is that we need to place yourself where you have access to the waves. Believe that you can have a good surf in the mountains or sit in the forest. And when you are in the wrong place, you need to be where you are supposed to be. And that's also a reason why we don't succeed, that we think or we feel that we are not living our potential, is that we have been taught life management skills that are adaptable for the neurotypical people. And as a weird ones, we have another way to approach life. And that's why we have to relearn. Some of the skills we have learned is totally take us in the opposite direction. It really make us feeling small. We feel stupid. We make mistake. We lose our confidence. We don't speak up, and people around us thinks we are stupid because we maybe cannot fill out a form, and they don't understand when we create new psychologies and things. So we have to see, okay, what kind of skills is it that I have to learn as a weird one that's not adaptable for a neurotypical person? And that's what we are going to do here. You're going to get a new set of management skills that make it easier for you to be you in your full power. And that there is no limitations. You have to set your limitations. It's on another level, how we even look at limitations. But to put yourself in the forest when you want to sit on the beach and prepare for your energy surfing, that's what has been wrong so far. And also this looking for shortcuts. And I think it's more common among neurotypical people to looking for shortcuts. For a weird one, when you know where to go, you do everything you can to learn everything about it. So But looking for shortcuts and think that you can surf without sealing the leaks is that, yeah, you will continue to trying to surf with a surfboard with big holes, with water, a water-filled surfboard. And of course, it doesn't work. So that's why we are doing this hard part together to seal the leaks. I think that will be one of the focus. So, and this is just more fun to see why we can be so satisfied, even if we are not on the surf, the big waves all the time, but we still can be satisfied. Because in the real surfing wave, and this is a survey I found in a surf magazine years ago, and that said, a surfer is only on the waves 8% of the time. And if you have that in mind, if you can be in this energy surfing mood and this endorphins mind of happiness and success and everything feel perfect 8% of the time, that should be a mark of satisfaction instead of the opposite. I think you should be 92% in the right place, doing the right stuff. So you have to refocus on what is it that we miss. And so wait, yeah. And in this survey, it's also showed that 54% of the time is about to paddling. And paddling in your life, that's about to doing the hard work. It's about the preparation. It's about the thinking. It's about to do what it takes to do certain stuff that maybe is not visible, like sealing the leaks in the surfboard. And you also have to maybe exercise, so you have strong, so you can have the muscle to, you need to learn, in our case here, is to learn the skills or whatever it is that you need to know, or the ability you need to improve to go where you want to go. So I think it was interesting, just as a comparison. And 28 of the time they are spending on the surfboard. If you have ever passed an ocean, you see the surfers, it looks more like they are sitting on the surfboard than they are on the waves. And 28% of the time they are waiting for the right wave to show up. And that's also, I know, because some people are so eager, like me for 2 days ago when I got exhausted. I was so eager to go and surf, and I ignored the signs, the warning signs, the winds. I didn't check it out because I just wanted to jump on a wave to surf. And if we do that and trying to catch a wave that's a mile away, we just have to chasing the waves instead of sitting on your surf spot, be on the board, prepared to paddling out when you see the right wave. And it's the same in life. You don't have to jump on everything. You have to jump on the wave you really want to give you a cool ride. And while you are waiting, it's not boring. You are preparing. Maybe it's the most important things you are doing. So waiting and paddling is what you are doing to have those 8% of the time for fully be happy with what you are doing. And let's see. Yeah. So maybe I don't know if you see this stuff. So one question is that how many waves have you ride in your life? If you start to count, maybe you have ride more waves than you think. Because the perception is that I still waiting for the best wave. I haven't ride any waves, so this will never work. And instead of look at and see how many waves have you ride. And maybe it's even more than 8%. When have you had those good feelings of a ride? And maybe that can help you to see a perspective and be more satisfied, proud, and strong about what you already are doing. Okay, so and then yes, I noticed there are 10% missing in this survey, and I couldn't find it. I remember that. And I was thinking that maybe 10% of the time surfers doing something we are not allowed to know about. And maybe we are doing that as a weird one too. And I don't know, what could that be? So, and another question too, and I think I maybe should change this sentence, because this was a question was made for maybe more neurotypical people, how the social media is ruining the magic of your surfing, and that is because of the image you have of how life should be. All those fancy image, happy people, and everything is perfect. It's the 6 figures business, and you know all this. So how much of the impulses or what you see and experience is removing or diminish your surfing experiences? Wait 1 second, I have to charge my computer. There we go. So,
I have a quick question. Are you staying on the same slide, or am I seeing the wrong thing?
I am staying on, do you see 8%, 54%?
I'm just seeing your 3 weeks. I just see the title slide.
Okay, so
So
now,
yes, everybody sees that. I also see that your 3 weeks life spider energy is good, nothing else. All since the beginning.
oh, and
Oh,
So
so
how do I change that? Did you figure it out, Peter?
yeah, but I am trying to,
you need to reshare the screen.
Yeah, you need to reshare it, and you reshare it as the app. So you reshare PowerPoint if that's what you're using, or Keynote if that's what you're using, instead of sharing your screen.
Yes, you can do that also as well. Share the screen, the whole one. Then
Here you
yes.
go. Now it's working. Sorry for interrupting, but I
no,
thought
you should, I mean, didn't I warn you in the beginning, don't sit there and be polite? Huh? And now you're sitting there and
I'm
be polite.
learning.
I have seen every slide, but it's not that many, so you don't miss anything. I can share it afterwards, so it's not that big of a deal. But I don't know if I. Okay, so let's do like this though. Should we just move on? We are almost done.
I think we're fine, because what you're saying has been really captivating. So I think you're okay.
Okay, we are okay. It's that's a good. Okay, so let's keep on surfing. Isn't that typical, the weird ones? We create something we put so much work in the PowerPoint, and we make everything looks good, and then we are failing in the end because of something detailed like this. That's so typical.
I have to give you a 10 out of 10 on the PowerPoint slides. They're very well designed and unusual in a very strong graphical way. I'm a designer, so I can say that with a straight
Oh
face.
my God. Oh my God. And this is for many years ago. So I was holding myself back to not redo it, because I rather want to bring in people. So that was hard for me to not redo it and just use the old things. So I will put it up there so you can see all of it in our little circle later. Okay, let's see what we have. So now, do you remember this guy? You didn't see this guy in the beginning either. No.
In my mind.
Oh, you saw him in mine. So this was the guy. Do you remember, if you can see him now, what kind of feelings do you think he has on the surfing wave? Just a quick recap if something extra is coming now. You can see the image.
The thought that I get is that he is just strictly focusing on the task at hand. He's not worried about the dishes or relationships or any of these other things. He's just very focused.
Okay, someone else. We can move on here. Someone else. Before I get to the next and the final. So what else?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Absolute freedom is what I see. Probably the same way I feel when I ride my motorcycle. I feel like he might be feeling the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. Someone else?
I was thinking about full consciousness and mindfulness of the movement and openness to the experience.
Yes. Okay.
Can I?
Yes, absolutely.
Actually, the person is the wave. I cannot even say it how it is, but it's like he is the wave. Who controls the wave?
Ah, that was a good one. Yeah. Okay. So keep this guy in mind, because we all want to be out there in that way, but most of the time it looks like this. When we get out and try to do our thing and our surfing, and those waves look gigantic. When I don't know if anyone is a professional surfer. I am a skydiver, I am a scuba diver, I am climbing, I have done lots of sports, and I have tried surfing, but I never really succeed with surfing. I think I have 10 seconds on a board once. So surfing is one of the hardest sports to learn. And that's also life is the same. I mean, there are so many details. So when we see those guys surfing, there are few and there are so many hours of practicing. And we have to go through this shit here, and the bruises and the water in the nose, and it's hard, and to paddling and exhausting, it's boring, but you have to do it over and over and over again. And if you look now at your life, and especially now as a weird one, this is what you have been doing your entire life. You have been prepared for an energy surfing, and you have been waiting for the right wave. But you have done all this crap. You have been through so much, and so you know how it is. You have been in this. So you are ready to take your surfboard and get out surfing. And now you know when you have done this hard work, and the most people are not prepared to be there. And they think, no. And even me, when it comes to the surfing, it was too hard for me to really learn the surfing. So I rather stay to these easy things as skydiving and diving. It's so much easier and fun immediately. The immediate dopamine kicks you get. Even if I love to be on the surfboard, and even the paddling is fun. And I still can feel, you know, those 10 seconds, that's a long time on the surfboard. And I still can feel on this huge wave like this when I was on my surfboard. I can still feel that memory, how it felt. So I think also to know that you have been here, and the time for the energy surfing and for the weird ones, the timing is right. The wind starts to be the right. The ocean is working to your benefits. So we are right on time. So how do we get into this state of encouragement, the motivation, the bravery, the patience, the consistency, and everything that we need to still maybe be in the water and have bruises from the surfboard? And what I want you to do, and some of you, I know Robin, Amrit, you are probably do this emotion board, remember, Amrit? And this was, I mean, you are going to create, now we call it the energy surfing feelings. And if you can get back to what you saw in this guy, this is probably a few of the feeling you need to have or want to have in your life right now. So you can create, what we say, a little homework now is to identify what kind of feelings do you want to wake up with? What kind of feelings do you longing for to have during the day? What kind of feelings do you want to tick off the box at night when you go to bed? Or today I felt powerful, I felt creative, I felt strong, energetic, I felt free, whatever it might be. That your goal is that if I can feel those feelings during the day, I have had a good day. And that's when you can wake up and be this, my expression, that to wake up in the morning to be curious about what the day have to offer, and go to bed satisfied with what you did. That's kind of the 2 criteria you need to have to begin with. Because if you can succeed with that, everything in between, you will realize it's not that hard, it's fun. So, and those feelings, it can be anything. It's just the strong feeling. Can we give some example here? What kind of feelings, who wants to speak up? What kind of feelings do you want to pick one at least? Wait, I think we should. Let's stop the screen sharing. Stop share. So there we are back and see you. Okay. So Ann-Britt, if you should mention one feeling that you want to feel right now during the day, what is it that you're longing? Maybe you miss that kind of feeling that you really, that makes you feel happy, makes you feel content. No, we don't hear you, Ann-Britt.
Okay.
No.
You can't hear me now? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Freedom.
Yeah. Freedom.
To
Yes.
feel free.
Yeah, I feel free. So that should be one of, and this is also, you know, when you create an emotion board, and this is instead of having goals or instead of having plans, work with your emotion board. And if you can do this as an experiment for 1 week and see how will my life be if I, instead of focus on goal activities and everything else, if I focusing on my emotions for 1 week and see it as an experiment and see what shift did it make, what did work, because new things will happen, new things will show up in your life. So let's see, Peter, what kind of feeling do you want to have?
What kind of feeling do I want to have
Yes.
in the whole energy surfing, or
Yeah, no, for now in your life, for the next, let's say, for a week now, what will be your main feelings, focus that you really want to have?
eternal love?
And internal love, what?
No, eternal love.
Yeah, good, yes. And then you can check on, did I felt this today? And yes, and then it's good. And the thing is, and this is a coaching, it's a coaching thing. If you start to define an emotion, you don't have to do anything. Just that you make your system aware of certain feelings, it will self-correct. It will look for it. Unconsciously, your brain will look for that kind of feeling in everything you are doing. So you don't have to plan for any activities. You just have to, before you put your feet on the floor and get up in the morning, you have to go through your emotion list and just read them. Because now when you have the freedom, you know it's tons of information in that word. And you also, an emotion, then you can get tired of it, and then you redo your emotion board. I mean, when I have had my emotion board for too long, I get angry on it because I think it didn't work, and I wrote it down on paper. I know Robin have heard that before, and I throw it away because I was mad at it. But there was nothing wrong about the emotion. It's just that I needed something new. So, and okay, Sabine, unmute, please. Unmute. Can I unmute you?
Unmute.
Who was that? No? Okay, while you figure your mic, maybe Hannah, what emotion do you want to have?
I finally found the window that I was looking for.
Here we go.
I was taking notes and the window disappeared.
I know, I get it.
I wrote down freedom for the guy on the wave, and I think that where he is probably where I want to be, but I also think about another word, and that is gratitude. I want to be kind of at peace with where I am.
Yes.
whatever that is.
And the thing is, what you are looking for to find 9 different feelings, and I will explain later why it's 9. There is a reason for that. But you find 9 feelings, and you read that. Is this what I feel? What if I could feel those 9 feelings in one day? How would it be? And that's nothing. It's not a goal, absolutely not. And even if you can tick off 3 of them, it's okay. So there is nothing about that. But you have to define 9 different feelings. And John. Do you know what kind
This
of
is
feeling?
great. Yes, I got 8 so far, and I'm going to have to sign off in a few minutes, but I've got
Yeah, I mean, we are
the
late.
first one, calm, exhilaration, wonder, gratitude, love, care, service, and I'm really excited about camaraderie.
Yes. No, but and cool. And can you see now why this is work? And this is, if you can follow this, and here John show it with his entire face. This is a dopamine kick you get from it, because this is feelings you really want to feel. And when you get this, and now you have the chemicals in your brain that's helping you to find this. So this is kind of a hunting dog when it's no, there is something out there, and oh, we have freedom out there. It sniff and it goes to there. I mean, it's so primal to the brain, what you say, reptile. So this is to use the magic of the reptile brain. It's to give them something to sniff after, and it will find it for you. Does that make sense? Yeah.
And I love this image. Like I didn't see the camaraderie coming, but I love thinking of the dance studio and the wave, like all the riders out there that all day long, if I'm leaving the house all day long, I'm in the surf, whether it's a few seconds with somebody or in an Uber. It's like there's a beauty in the camaraderie and a wonder in the magic of all the other surfers on their journey.
Yes, exactly. You are in those energies, and that's why we are going to expand this camaraderie, so you will be one active person in the circle, I guess, and that's perfect, because that's what we need too. Yeah. Someone else who want, Robin, what kind of feelings do you want to put on your surfboard?
I'm done, and I have a few extras, but the ones that are really and I start, I get one letter and then I seem to go, oh, okay, I need more C words, because I just, whatever, I'm weird. The ones that stick out the most to me are acceptance of whatever's going to happen, and also knowing.
Yeah, that's good. And if you are like Robin, that you have tons of emotions you want to feel, you have to put them together. If you have to choose between this and that, which one do you pick? So you bring it down to 9. It will of course work with others, but if you maximize the outcome of the emotions, that's how to do it. And feel it. And I will redo mine too. And then you write it down on the paper, put it on your phone, and just so you, because this is the trigger for your brain. Is you don't actually have to, you just have to show it to the brain. It's kind of the same thing. You can give your brain a question, and maybe the brain is a she, it will look for an answer. And that's why I say, don't try to find an answer, let the answer find you. So for Hannah now, I was just thinking about when you will find your purpose. Don't try to find your purpose. Let the purpose find you. And by opening, what's happening when you have an emotional, positive state, you are receptive to more information. Universe knows where to deliver the requests. Because if you are closed down and you are in a bad mood, it's kind of, you're not giving the universe your address. It doesn't know what, it doesn't matter how many orders you are put into the universe, when doesn't know where to deliver it. And you get mad because you never get something in the mail, but you have to give it the address. And this is kind of open up and say, okay, here I am. And that's what happened. And I think if you do this seriously, and you can of course do it in your way, whatever, but if you give it an experiment, try for 1 week, I will do it too and see what will happen. and don't have any kind of expectations. And even if you come back next week and say, oh, nothing's happened, absolutely okay. Is that okay? There is not, this is not about performance. This is about experiment. Maybe something else has shown up instead for you, but at least try it. And I am excited to, I think I will have some smile as John had this dopamine smile, or we can call it ego smile for you who knows Amrit and Robin, you know, when the ego feel, because emotions, and this is just a parenthesis, emotions is connected to your ego. This one of the basic in the life spider system is that you have to remove your ego from the basement and invite it to dance with your soul. But this is another lecture. I just mentioned it now so you know. And ego is it's what carry your emotions. And when you give your ego something, it's kind of a throw it a bone or a meat to a dog. It gets happy, like, I don't know what you call it, but it's and that's what you are doing with the emotions. That's trigger your ego to feel good about itself. Has nothing to do with your soul. You don't have to, don't involve your soul. So this is just about you and what Robin said, to be selfish. If you try to, oh, I want to feel compassion, listen to why does your ego want to feel compassion? It's probably something else. So don't try to be good when you are doing this. Try to be egoistical, selfish. Don't care about what everybody else thinks. Just think about you. It's your emotions. And what's happening when you release this, you will be the good for the world. Okay, I could continue into, and you can hear I'm starting on another lecture right now. But we are way over time. I didn't expect us, but maybe we should expect a 1.5 hour plan, because it's hard to do it. And I don't know, maybe I have taken too much oxygen in the room today, and I can improve too, I guess. So what I want to do now is, of course, maybe start to checking out. And John, you had to go and had to check out earlier. So can you start? What is the biggest takeaway from the first energy surfing lesson on the beach?
Enthusiasm and orientation. Like I sense the landscape. I sense the playground.
Good.
And look forward to seeing you all next week.
Yes, and you just leave if you have to leave now, so it's absolutely okay. Yes, perfect. It's an orientation. So, Amrit, what's your biggest takeaway?
I got to love this site feelings.
Wait, your internet is messing with you.
Can you hear me now?
Now, good.
Okay. I'm not muted.
No, we heard you. It was just something disturbance. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to love doing this exercise with the 9 feelings. Haven't done it for a while, so yeah, I found some new ones. So yes, interesting.
Good. Yeah, and just a parenthesis for you. When you do that, if you can relate some of those emotions to some of your driving forces, there maybe are a couple of your egos that are more active than the others. Just take a check.
Yep.
Good. Okay. Hannah, what's your takeaway?
I actually have 2 takeaways. One is the emotions, and the second one is about the time it takes to prepare between the waves.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good. And that's exactly what you are doing now. You're good that you feel that. Perfect. This will be interesting. Great. Yes. And Robin, what's your takeaway?
I'm just looking at some notes when we first started, and I have inspired by being, just be and being. And the takeaway that I'm getting from that is I need to reverse that order.
Okay, can you
I need to worry about I need to just be and being fully, and worry about inspiration and helping others later.
Yes. And actually that's what you were saying when you described the surfing guy. or don't worry about the dishes and blah, blah, blah things. So that was really connection to you. And that you could see what you're, so the feelings the surf guy had, that is something that you need for yourself. Otherwise it wouldn't be there. So that's the way how your ego is talking. It's speaking about others, but it's but you. So that's good. Great, Robin. Yes. And Peter, what's your takeaway?
My takeaway is actually to be just to be in the time, to be and being inside in that moment.
Yeah.
And when you have that feeling, you know that you have arrived.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So, and Sabine, what's your takeaway?
I love what Peter just said, by the way, and I think that's really where it's going. It's first and foremost, it's okay to just be. I always been an overachiever and somebody who is trying to please myself or others, but pleasing and being okay with just being. And somebody else said being in the now or being present. That really, so shifting from trying to attain a goal, achieving, to experiencing the now and living.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is why now I didn't show you that image, but it's when your intentions and your actions is connection to the intention. So you react on what's feeling good. That's when the passion emerge. And that's energy surfing, is to live your passion. And as a weird one, you have this natural in you, but you are relearn the environment is suppressing this way of taking life, because you should have goals in the corporate world. You should have goals. You should make this and this. So I will repeat some of that for the next time. So that's the difference. So this is what's like. This is a different life management skills. Instead of setting goals, you are setting your intentions and you take action on your intention. Then you have the passion, and then you will have so much action. So you accomplish so much. You don't have time to set a plan, because the plan is too old, because it's already done. And that's a typical for the weird ones. And we don't have the space where no one understands us. And when we are going to setting goals and the plans, the energy disappeared. It's just dissolved. It disappeared. The passion disappears, and then we can do nothing. And then we got blamed to be procrastinating. So, yeah.
So true. So true.
Yes. So that's what we are doing here. We are reclaim our natural way of acting. And here, and we have it. Yeah. Okay. So I think I missed this image today. I don't know why. So we will get there. So, and when we learn that, that's what's energy surfing. And so my takeaway today, you can hear, I am so excited. I think this is super fun, and to have, I feel your big ears and eyes and mouth and everything. I mean, the receptiveness, it's amazing, and it can just be good. And this is my favorite. I couldn't dream of anything better, because here I know we are going to show result and accomplish things. So it has been absolutely wonderful. And your acceptance for being no slides, no this and no that, because that's a part of me, and that will always happen. And but I feel totally comfortable, and that's thanks to you. And that's how I think it should be, because that's how we learn, and we learn all the ways we learn from each other, different things. So thank you for that. I really appreciate that, and I'm so grateful for that. So I will, maybe a little later today, I will open this circle, and we will continue and see what's happened. Otherwise, we meet each other next week on the same time at the same link, and I will probably send out some email and to remind you. And then we move on from there and see what's happening. Is that okay? Yes. Okay.
Thank you
Ready to
so
go.
much.
And thank you for being here. And maybe we hear each other tomorrow on the audio event too. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yes. Thank
Go
you so
out.
much.
Let's go surfing
you.
and be weird. Okay.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Bye.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.